Hi, we are here to talk about the Starbucks case, and I am Özgür Gümüşbaş. This is my friend.
Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk about Starbucks case. So I would like to introduce myself as a member of this group. My name is Ahmad Abdullah Alkas. So first I would like to briefly introduce the introduction about history information and some facts. So, before Starbucks became a public organization, there were three founders who opened a small Starbucks coffee shop in Seattle downtown in the United States. And there were those three founders, Parkour and Blindwin, and also Zebu. And after that, Harvard joined the marketing team in 1982, and then he traveled to Italy, where he became fascinated with the Italian coffee culture and environment, where coffee is social activity and social. I mean, like people like have coffee is part of their life, and also, and there's some fact about Starbucks. There is over 5,000 stores globally around the world, and also Starbucks in average a day they open 3 stores, and also Starbucks has 20 unique customers. Okay, and the interesting things about Starbucks is that in 9/11 recession period, they was like achieving and enjoying 5% growth rate, while other retailer was still like recovery and struggle from the recession crisis. Okay, the well performance of the company was like reflect on Miss Christina Day, who was like the vice president of the company, but Miss Christina Day has argument about the company, which is like they are not always meeting their customer expectation in terms of satisfaction customer. So right now I'm going to talk about Harvard principle. The first one is that in order like to accomplish a good result, okay, he need like to hire a good people. So when he hire a good people, he gonna like take care about them and provide them high quality of life, and provide them insurance about their life, and also and also he encouraged diversity of labor and respect different culture, and he consider his employees as a partnership of the company, and also he has his mission and vision about his company, which is about it is about the product and the service that he delivered to the customer.
I will talk about it, right? And then you go for the atmosphere. Okay. The success of Starbucks in early 90s can be attributed to Howard Schultz's vision of the Starbucks brand. Schultz inspired of a company which would make it the customer the center of its success and would change the coffee drinking experience in the United States. In order to achieve this, Schultz successfully utilized his human resources by establishing benefits that would force those resources to create value in the process of the coffee drinking experience. Starbucks was successful because it placed value to customers first in its value proposition. Following is a number of factors that accounted to Starbucks' success in early 90s. And we are going to talk about these factors by one by.
So, like when he went to Italia, where he become like fascinated about the Italian coffee and Italian culture, coffee and the environment. He inspired like to go when he returned back to the United States. He inspired like to convince the company to set up an espresso bar in Seattle, downtown. Okay, then a few years later, he was like able to agree with the previous owner to sold him the company. Then he immediately start transfer the Italian coffee culture to the United States, and also he wants like to transfer the Italian coffee to become the third place of American people, where American people like have two options, to go home and to go work. So the third option will be like to go enjoy their interaction, social life in Starbucks, and also have some relax, and also spend time with themselves. And also like he need like to change. He was like trying and aiming to create a change of a coffee house. So he would like to change the perspective of buying a coffee, okay, to like experience of drinking a coffee. Okay, was his aim. And also when he creates and change the perspective of drinking a coffee, there will be a loyal customer who will return back to the Starbucks. And according to the data in the case, okay, there is like I think there is 50% who agree that they found pleasant atmosphere in Starbucks.
Okay, now I'm going to cover next three factors because these factors are about employees who worked in Starbucks, and I am an old employee in Starbucks. I worked there for 4 months. So I will start with the partner satisfaction. So Schultz believed was that if the Starbucks employees were happy, then this would lead to customer satisfaction. He means that if he provides lots of things to his workers, and then if these workers become happy, they will satisfy the customer. For this reason, Starbucks partners were among the highest paid hourly workers. They enjoyed health benefits and they had stock options. This resulted in one of the lowest employee turnover rates in the industry and a constantly high employee satisfaction rate. Howard Schultz believed that customer satisfaction starts with the partner satisfaction. So, furthermore, the majority of promotions for Starbucks were within its own ranks. Even though there is no evidence that the satisfaction of partners led to customer satisfaction, it would be safe to assume that the low employee turnover meant the partners stayed at their position for a longer time, were more experienced in treating the customer, and could provide a faster service. So, we will go with the other factor. Can you pass the page? Okay. Now one of the most important factors that helps Howard Schultz to expand his brand. This is coffee quality we are going to talk about. I want to explain the production concept of Starbucks company in terms of customer value driven strategy as an old employee again. Starbucks strategy was to open only company-owned stores because they don't want to change the ingredients in coffees or the orders while when the workers use. So and avoid franchising. This enabled the company to keep full control of quality of its products and services because it was managing from one man and one idea, one vision, one mission. So at the same time, Starbucks tried to control as much of the supply chain as possible in order to keep the quality of coffee at high and constant levels by working with growers and enforcing coffee standards. These two strategies enabled Starbucks to deliver on the first component of its value proposition, the quality. So there was much more things about coffee quality. For example, Starbucks buy their beans from, for example, a farmer, and this farmer needs to sell it only to Starbucks. So, in other words, the farmer works for the Starbucks. So, as Howard Schultz wanted, because he say to farmer that if you work for me hard, I will buy all your products. So it's insurance for the farmer. And there isn't of course one farmer. The coffee beans comes from all around the world. Of course, machine is also important. As I know, in every Starbucks store there is 2 espresso machines, which each of them cost to store 9,000 euros. As I know, it's fully automatic machine and it makes your espresso perfect. So we are going to go by the service, go further with the service factor. So partners were trained on both hard skills and soft skills when hired to work for a Starbucks retail store. This equal emphasizes on the hard and soft skills further highlighted Starbucks' strategy to make the experience pleasant for the customer. The soft skills were a way to teach the partners on how to connect with the customer by establishing eye contact or smiling or asking them how the day is going for them. Greeting them with their names when the customers were regulars. Starbucks' main objective was make the customers feel like in their home. As my friends mentioned about, Starbucks coffee stores was the 3rd place for the people. So, in addition to that, there was also the just say yes policy, for which the partners went beyond company rules in order to satisfy the customers. These again created a friendly environment for customers who felt special and in combination with 2 points mentioned above increased their customer satisfaction. That's it. So my friend is going to talk about other factors, other 2 factors.
I'm going to talk about specific target marketing. So Harvard was like, his mission was like about capture the customer value and what he is going like to give them, as I mentioned before. So when he like capture the value and create the value that he gonna introduce to them, he was like thinking, who are the customer that I'm going to serve them? So he decided like to has a specific segmentation of customer who is going like to serve them, because this will keep the the level of the service in constant performance. Okay, so those segmentation were who has a low educated and high educated, okay, and also who has low income and also color people, and also the age he was like targeting is between like 20, it was like between 24 to 44 people. And also if I am talking about the data that I searched about it, it was like it's increased people visit Starbucks. The rate of visiting Starbucks is increased from 37 to 63, which is huge, significant difference before the past and after while. And also I am right now going to talk about attractive marketing. In the early 90s, there weren't any huge competitors who gonna hurt or Starbucks customer and attract them. There weren't any Starbucks weren't like facing a fire like competition. There was absent of competition a little bit, but right now the competition is increased. And also, I would like to talk about the value proposition of the company that he created. It wasn't about the coffee itself. It was about the coffee itself, the experience that he delivered to the customer, and also how would change the move away from tangible benefit to the customer, like taste and attention, like coffee bring has a taste and give you attention to focus. He changed it to intangible benefit, which is being in environment, okay, which people love it, and the atmosphere that they have it, okay, it's changed from just buying a coffee and drinking a coffee experience.
Skip the page. So, we are going to talk about one of the most important questions about a business which tries to expand the brand and being the number one. So, customer relationship management. In Starbucks, partners are trained to be polite and welcoming. Baristas always need to smile, and they are responsible for customers' satisfactions. Partners' first objective is making customers feel like home and communicate with them as a friend. Employees are needed to make eye contact with everybody also. So, we are now talking about feeling home in Starbucks. Let's think about the specifications of Starbucks. For example, when you ordered a coffee, it will arrive to you with your name on it. It's a special thing. It makes customer feel special and precious. So, when we look about plugs, there are a whole bunch of them, and Starbucks always has comfortable chairs. These all things for feeling customer like home. So, Starbucks has a method about also cleaning. The workers every day comes 1 hour early before store is opened to prepare the needs of the store. For example, this is a coffee machine, and there is beans, as you see. These beans cannot be stay there more than 24 hours. So, sorry, more than a week. Of course, it's finished and baristas refill it. There are lots of detailed machines and there are lots of details which details to manage in store. To do that, to be ready for the rush of the customers, they come to store 1 hour early. They are basically making their preparings for the day. But the main cleaning session is in the night. Every day after shop is closing, partners cleans the store at least for 2 hours. They are always careful about the cleanliness of every small detail. Also, they have an order and methods to do this cleaning appropriate. For example, when the store's cleaning has started, there might be 2 or 3 baristas in a regular store, not a huge one or not a small one. They work together and they work together to clean the shop, but not in the same place. For example, I was a barista also. I always start with the kitchen while my friend was taking care of the outside of the cafe. He was cleaning the tables, chairs and the floor while I was cleaning, for example, the Starbucks espresso machine or filter coffee machine, like that. There are lots of things to clean, and Starbucks is very careful about this cleaning. Every content in Starbucks has a recipe. Every barista needs to follow these recipes. Barista's main objective about preparing a drink is the standardization, because, for example, a latte which you buy from a Starbucks will be the same with the latte you bought from Italy, for example, because there is a recipe. They worked hard and they even know what the how many degrees the milk should be. It's 67, for example. So every drink is need to be same in every countries and in day by day. So the espresso machine which Starbucks uses in its stores is fully automatic, as I mentioned before. For example, this machine helps you to boil the milk, I guess. But when you start the boiling, when you start the heat, it measures the degree of the milk and it stops automatically when it arrives to 67. Or as you see, there's beans on the machine. So also in front of the machine there are buttons. If you push for a one shot, it measures the beans which is needed for the one shot of espresso. It measures itself and it gave it to you directly. So in every drink, espresso amount is same. I mean, one shot espresso amount is same. You can use 4 or 2 or 3. And temperature of milk is 67 degrees for every hot drinks, except filter coffee. It's 90 degrees. So Starbucks uses only the best coffee beans. They buy it all around the world, as I mentioned these before. So there are lots of protocols, there are lots of principles, visions, missions also. But we try to explain the success of Starbucks while Howard choose expanding the brand. As we mentioned, there are more than maybe 1,000 factors. We covered some of them. And these are the things
And also, my friend mentioned the speed of the service. Okay, how is it? How the performance of the employees? And there is like in the beginning, as I mentioned, Christina Day mentioned that. Okay, Christina Day mentioned that they are not always meeting their customer expectation in terms of customer satisfaction. At the end, they come with a plan that to invest 40 million on Starbucks store, which will increase the performance of will increase the performance of the company, and like it will like the order will like take 3 minutes. Okay, which is this increasing in the performance will lead to increase the customer satisfaction, what the company was suffering from it. Thank you for watching us.
Again, I am Özgür Gümüşbaş.
And my name is Ahmed Abdullah Altas.
Thanks for listening again.